My girlfriend asked for a break to date my dying best friend. My best friend Marcus always had a thing for my girlfriend and never really hid it. He'd joke about how he saw her first, how if I ever messed up, he'd be there, and everyone would laugh along saying it was just harmless banter, that I shouldn't be so insecure. So even if his comments stung, even if the way he'd hug her too long made my blood boil, I told myself I was overthinking. But one day, he showed up at my apartment with a request that shattered everything. "I need you to let me be with Sarah, just for a little while," he said, voice cracking. "The doctors said I have maybe 3 months left. Stage 4. He pulled out medical documents. "I've been in love with her since college, and I just want to know what it feels like before I die." My friends started texting within hours, all saying the same thing, that I needed to be the bigger man, that it was just temporary, just a dying man's last wish. Sarah sat me down that night, tears streaming. "Maybe we should take a break. He's your best friend. He's dying. We'll have our whole lives together after he's gone." And like an idiot, I said yes. The break started immediately. Every day, Marcus posted their dates on Facebook. Coffee at the cafe where Sarah and I had our first date. Dinner at the restaurant I'd been saving up to take her to. A weekend trip to my family's cabin. The comments exploded with people calling it the most beautiful tragic love story and praising Sarah for her selfless heart. One evening, I drove to Marcus's apartment to talk to him. When I pulled up, I saw my entire friend group's cars parked outside. Nobody had mentioned a gathering. I knocked, and my buddy Jake answered, eyes going wide. "Oh, hey man, what are you doing here?" I pushed past him and froze. A banner hung across the living room. "Congratulations on your engagement, Marcus and Sarah." Sarah stood in the middle, showing off a ring. Marcus had his arm around her waist, grinning. "What the hell is this?" The room went silent. Sarah's face shifted to something sympathetic. "We were going to tell you tomorrow. Marcus wanted to feel like a real fiancé before the end. It doesn't mean anything. It's just to make him happy." She walked over and grabbed my hands. "Please understand," she said loud enough for everyone to hear. Then she leaned in and whispered, "You never deserved me anyway." I yanked my hands away and left, but something clicked. Marcus wasn't dying. I would have noticed something. So I investigated. I followed him to his chemo appointments and watched him walk into the hospital, then out the back door to grab lunch. I contacted oncology pretending to send flowers. No patient by his name. I found his social media post from 2 weeks before his diagnosis, where he'd signed up for a marathon 6 months away. Then I found his email receipts, medical template websites, fake diagnosis papers, PayPal transactions for authentic-looking prescription bottles. I compiled everything and waited. Their wedding day came fast. I showed up uninvited and sat in the back. When the officiant asked if anyone objected, I stood up. "I do, because the groom isn't dying." Marcus laughed nervously. "Dude, what are you doing?" "I sent everyone here the proof. Check your phones." I walked down the aisle. "Hospital has no Marcus Reed as a patient. Those medical documents, downloaded for $29.99. Those chemo appointments. You've been at the gym. I have footage." The room erupted as people checked their phones. Sarah's face went pale. "Marcus, tell him he's wrong." Marcus stammered, face red. "I can explain." "You can't, because you're not sick. You never were." The wedding fell apart. People started leaving. Marcus tried to approach me. I held up my hand. "You wanted to know what it feels like to be loved? You never will." I turned to Sarah. "You wanted a break to be with a dying man. Well, your relationship with me, that's what's dead," I said, then walked out.